The Ravens Flock presents The Black Files, an uncensored interview and review podcast for all geek fandom.
Welcome, everybody, friends and pals, guys and gals, boys and girls around the world. Papa Squat, Papa Open the Coleman with your boys. It is Monday. It is a brand new week. We're in the brand new month of July, and you are listening in to a brand new episode of The Black Files.
With microphones draped over our shoulders.
There was some close
It started as a joke, and you know what? I'm going to take a picture of this,
Oh boy.
or I'm going to take a little
You
video.
can't reveal this until after Metro, though.
No, I won't
can't
reveal
wait.
this until after Metro. But you know what? I'm gonna friggin' take video of this. Yeah. Every single one of us have the microphone draped over our friggin' shoulders.
Yes. Extra fancy.
Deimos-
I started it
Deimos started it.
She set up a trend.
because, show why, because you're going to be showing this after Metro
Yep.
anyways. This is what I'm doing. I'm beating
You need to blur that
while,
image. That's spoilers now.
What?
But-
I went into the animus.
Me and
There's
Angel,
the
we
only
have.
spoiler.
and
That's
I'm doing this here too.
Me
I
and
don't
Angel,
know
we
why.
have no real reason of why we're doing it. It just looks cool.
It just looks cool, and
It's
we get to
fashion,
gesticulate,
darling.
and we get to gesticulate with our hands more. And
When
you're-
somebody invents a trend, it has to be followed. It is simply the way the
But
fashion
you
world
missed
rolls.
a wonderful joke because Angel was watching me while you were doing this opening. I was sitting there mouthing
I saw
it.
you pantomiming me.
Just, is this closed captioning? Is that how it works?
Yes,
Yes.
Darling.
Okay.
darling.
Yeah, closed captioning. Deimos was close, and Deimos was captioning.
Yep, Davis was mouthing my little intro here. This is a brand new
You can't
episode.
say it's false advertising.
All right,
But to
let's
you
get
in
to
Juan
this. Let's get to this, guys. This is a brand new episode of the Black Files. I'm your host Juan, one of the heads of Ravens Flock, and I'm gonna be going left to right this time. I've got
You're
Angel
still
Mendez.
recording?
Yes.
Double recordingception.
Yes.
I've got Angel Mendez to my left.
But to you in quadrovision.
Yep. I've got Jose Casabona, the head of the Ravens Flock.
Hello,
directly
everyone.
ahead of me.
How are you?
And I've got, once again, the queen of the flock joining us and gracing us with their luscious presence, Deimos Cosplay, working
In the middle of Concrunch.
in the middle of Concrunch. Well, in our time, we're about a month away, but,
In Deimos'
in
time,
Deimos'
where I need to fucking finish this detailed as fuck commission.
It's a
To be
work in
fair,
progress.
Though, to be fair, though, that is always Deimos time.
Alright, I'm gonna stop
Deimos
doing
time
the
is
video.
I am almost out of time all the time.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video for
I should not have taken
now.
a full week off of making this outfit time.
God, this is
Come on, guys. This is not the time.
alright.
I'm on the clock.
Thank you for that. And I'm going to go ahead and stop the video for now. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put this up for our Patreon patrons. So
Okay, yeah.
let them watch it early, and everyone else can bugger off. You can see it after MetroCon. And,
Or we can put it up and they can be like, oh, what are we working on? Because I ain't going to give no answers.
nope. Nope. Not no way, not no how. No.
Oh, they'll know in time.
There is no time.
It'll be very prompt when I do show them.
The only
Are we going to start with this shit again?
No, we're going to
Well,
stop
we're
it right
talking
here.
about video games.
No, stop right
Okay,
now.
really fast though. Speaking of, because I did drop the 15 thing. I'm gonna put down my shit really fast for this.
Yep.
Well, I guess you can finish the intro first, so,
Alright, yeah.
so I can
We're-
go into
we're gonna be- like, on
Let
this
me stop
episode-
you. Wait,
on-
keep
On
going.
this episode of the Black Files, we're going to actually be covering the E3 conference that happened in June here. And everyone got hyped. We've got opinions of all the different games and all the different platforms and everybody coming out with their own stuff and little events that happened here and there throughout the E3 conference. And of course, before we go any further, for first-time listeners, this is an uncensored interview and review podcast. Anything that
Oh
we
no,
discuss.
I lost a bead. Fuck.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
You are never going to find that. It's
No.
gone.
Oh no, it's in my lap.
Okay, you got it.
You're
Oh,
never going to find that.
Ooh.
It's
Please
gone.
be the beads.
What poor timing.
You need to shut the fuck up, Jose.
She's okay. She had a
I
beat
just
on
broke
it. She
the
would
fuck
never-
barrier there.
I broke it first.
You broke
Davis
it
broke it first.
I'm always the first one now.
I think you are. I want Angel or someone to go through our episodes and tell us when the fuck barrier gets broken in each one.
There we go. There's the drinking game for you flockers that are over 21.
Every time we swear, take a drink.
Every time Deimos breaks the fuck barrier first, you take one shot. Every time Juan breaks the fuck barrier first, you take a shot of water.
Wow.
Well, to be fair,
I was expecting of you, but not.
I guess because I'm the
Ser-
dad mode of the fan.
Seriously, Juan. Damus said it first. That was poor timing on your end.
if I do it
What
first,
is
you.
going on with this timing? No, okay, I have to finish the intro. Our interview, this is an interview
Ignite
review
their
podcast.
hearts.
Anything that we discuss will include spoilers of whatever we bring up.
Yes.
We will also be swearing like fuckers. We broke the fuck barrier. Damus is claiming that they broke.
Take
it
a
first.
shot.
I'm gonna take a shot of. I don't even have water in my cup anymore.
Patron!
Yeah, I wish. And we will have opinions that may or may not clash with your sensitive worldview.
Like, Arden is amazing.
Or-
Actually, no, he's not.
or
He's
Han
a trash.
shot
He's an amazing piece of shit. That's what he
He's
is.
an amazing piece of shit.
Or Han shot first, or something like controversial like that. You know, jet fuel can't.
Melt steel beams.
No. Jet fuel can't JFK the moon landing.
What the fuck? Wait, what?
So if this,
Waluigi
That's
is
a
for
huge conspiracy.
Waluigi.
Jesus Christ.
Waluigi is forever a trophy.
oh, you fucker.
That's not controversial. That is just an unpleasant truth.
Everyone's here.
Oh no!
So as far as this goes, if this is too much for your fragile sensibilities, go ahead and tune out now. Otherwise, continue to listen in and give us your heart, give us your soul, give us your ears.
Give
I
us your
want to
money.
see your root canals. Yeah, please give us your money.
Give us your assist trophies.
We need money to continue funding this stuff. Come on.
I can only
We got
sell
a
so many.
Patreon. I need people to look at us and say, hey, we should give money that way because these guys are trying to do awesome shit. Come on, help us out here. What the fuck?
Continuing on.
Give your friend codes on Pokemon Go.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Do you remember that brief time?
Like, get Pokemon
Go again.
Do you, do you remember that brief time where the whole world came together as one because they love Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
That is the closest we will ever get to world peace.
That was so beautiful.
We will
man.
never experience something like this again.
It was
When
the
that happened, I just imagined Miss Congeniality when all the girls were like, world peace.
World peace.
it
No,
was
that's what
And
we're
what's,
getting.
her, and what's her
And
name?
Sandra
Such a
Bullock.
harsher penalties on violent
crimes against women.
Get them.
Oh,
back.
and world peace.
And then everybody.
Like yes, and
to be fair.
Shatner's like, "Welcome to the Garden State."
and honestly, yeah, it was the greatest
was awesome.
time of our lives.
For a brief moment, we all achieved unity in our desire to catch little creatures and put them in our balls.
But we're getting off topic.
Yes,
Actually, no, this is
We're
on
going
topic.
exactly
Oh,
on
yeah.
topic.
Why? 'Cause,
Why?
Like actually, like right before E3 came out, what did Nintendo come out with? Hey everyone, would you like to revisit the Kanto region? Would you like to come back and experience it once again for the first time? Ladies and gentlemen, we're not giving you one new Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch. We're giving you two. What's it called? Let's Go
Let's go
Pikachu,
Pikachu
and Let's Go Eevee.
Yay!
I would just like to say we have canon fucking Gajinkas for the evolutions now.
So it would seem.
Woohoo!
Man, Arceus just has no idea what he's doing. He's just banging his head on the wall
I've-
and hoping something works.
I'm
There's-
forever a fan of Umbreon. Just saying.
Umbreon is always
You know
cool.
what is so cute?
Umbreon is cool
I'm an
because I like
Espeon
black
kind of
cats.
guy. I'm an Espeon kind of guy. I'm not gonna.
You know the
lie.
funny thing is though?
And all of them are super pretty and super cute.
Yes.
You know the funny thing is, the first episode of Pokemon I ever saw was the one with the little kid that had an Eevee, and the three brothers that had a Vaporeon, a Flareon, and an Electrion, and going, no, you need to make that son of a bitch a bulb.
And he's like, no, my Eevee's perfect just the way it is. And you know what? He's right.
He was a beautiful,
Fucking
fluff
right.
dog squirrel thing, and he deserved all the love and respect.
Guys, I just want an Eevee.
Honestly, I
Well,
just
you
want
can get
him.
it.
I want an arrow. Oh wait, I do. My dog looks like
Your dog is a little
Your
Eevee.
dog
Something
is-
like-
Elsa is a little
What's the
Eevee.
name of the one that turns like into a fairy type Eevee?
Sylveon.
That's what your dog
That's
is.
my dog is.
Your
You know
dog
what?
is still Sylveon.
I'll take it. It's a more flattering description than Chinese cocaine dog.
Oh God, dude.
Wow.
Crystal meth hound.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
you.
I guess.
Like,
You made that face like you son of a. Wait, shit, damn it.
Shit, he's right. Your face went from appalled down to contemplating, and then you dropped into resignation and acceptance. Like,
right.
I am
I
awesome.
guess that's better than calling her an idiot.
Hey, now.
No.
She does her best.
That's
Crystal cocaine hound.
This is adorable too. Like fucking what do you call it? So when they announced this, like, okay, not only are we announcing this a game to be on the Nintendo Switch, which is a home console / portable console, but you can also
Plus
use.
the best thing that ever came to us Nintendo fans.
I know, holy
right?
crap.
And like it's like we're also gonna have it compatible with your Pokemon Go account on your smartphone,
Which is honestly something I
Apparently,
never
yeah.
expected they would do.
So here's the thing
using
about
NFC
that.
communication.
I missed majority of E3 because I was working
Oh.
like
Yeah.
10, 11-hour shifts E3.
Okay, that's fair.
So
I know that feel.
I had to miss. So my friends had to fill me in on a lot of E3. So all I heard was that there was Pokemon games,
Yep.
the Eevee one and the Pikachu one.
Yep.
And they were for the Switch, and that's all I heard.
All right, it gets better. It gets better. They came out with another. They're coming out with a peripheral that will synchronize with your Switch, and it also synchronizes with your Pokemon Go account on your
Yeah.
smartphone. This peripheral is a Pokeball that also operates as a controller. So when you're at home, you can use it as a controller because it's got a little joystick and it's got a couple buttons, and you can actually play the game using the
So
Pokeball.
it acts like the Joy-Con.
Exactly. And along with that, it also like you can have your your partner Pokemon.
Yeah.
You can keep your partner Pokemon quote unquote in the Pokeball. So you can use that as your walking tracker, the same way the original tracker came out. And you
Yeah.
can while it's in that operation, you can tap the joystick that's the button of the Pokeball, and it'll chirp out at you. Pika! It'll light up. The thing will light up. It'll pika at you and shit, and you'll have fucking fun.
Except my companion is not Pikachu.
Which one's your companion, Deimos?
Squirtle.
I want
It'll
it.
Squirtle squirt at you.
Okay.
It'll give you the,
Does that mean that if I
it'll use-
won? Does that mean that if I
Squirtle
won in
Squad.
Onyx, I'm gonna have to belong in a sack full of rocks with me?
No, you're gonna have the Pokeball, and if your partner Pokemon is Onyx, you can keep it in the Pokeball, and while you're walking around, you can click it, Onyx, whatever the fuck. My
Oh,
partner,
man.
yeah.
It's just a Godzilla roar. Not even modified. It's just the Godzilla roar.
Really, Angel Onyx?
The OG.
I like him.
Okay.
The OG.
Yeah.
He always seems so imposing, so powerful.
I don't know. The Legendary Pictures Godzilla
I like
was
Steelix more,
freaking
but I-
brilliant.
Steelix is good, but he came later. Yes.
there you go.
That being said, though, it appears that this is the closest thing we're gonna have to real life Pokemon until we finally forget that pesky thing called morals and start messing with genetics.
God
I
almighty.
mean, they already said we're gonna have dinosaurs by 2020.
Let me give
but it only took. They haven't learned from 4, soon to be 5
Five.
movies.
Life,
Five Jurassic Park
finds a
fuck
way.
movies. Does Chris Pratt need to show up on a freaking ATV and smack you in the face like, no?
You
Does
don't.
Jeff Goldblum need to do this?
To be
Jeff
fair, though,
Goldblum Jeff Goldblum's not going to show up on an ATV and smack them. He's
excuse
gonna
me.
knock on their-
Are you telling Jeff Goldblum what he cannot do?
No, Jeff Goldblum's going to come in on a Jeep. He'll ring your doorbell, and then when you answer, then he'll smack you.
And he'll go,
Why are you so rude?
Stop
What? Smack you again. Why are you being so rude to humanity? Why are you trying to do exactly what the people in my franchise explicitly are telling you not to do?
Hey, Juan.
What? Smack.
Hey, Juan. Checkmate.
Checkmate.
Hey Juan, just don't for.
Bitch slapped by Steven Spielberg, Chris Pratt, and Jeff Goldblum.
And Jeff Goldblum.
To be fair, though, most people
At the
would
same
like.
time.
I know some people that would
I
like
will
to be
happily
slapped by
accept-
Chris Pratt. So hey,
I will
Well,
ha-
I mean,
Hey,
would.
I will happily accept getting smacked by Steven Spielberg and Jeff Goldblum and Chris Pratt all at once. I will happily accept that as a
Kinky.
price to pay to saving the world from dinosaurs.
So back to
to be,
Pokemon.
Yes, back to Pokemon.
to be fair though,
From devastation.
you know how they
United peoples within our nation.
Pronounce the evils of truth and love.
to extend
To
our
the
reach to the stars above.
Jesse.
James, Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light.
Surrender now or prepare to fight.
Meow. That's right.
Wow, perfect.
Team Rocket. Ah shit. Every single.
I don't know if any of our followers or listeners have
Man,
been seeing
we
this,
got
but
really
on
off track here.
Broadway, Under
Yes.
the Stars, there was a Jesse and a James, and they
Ah.
were Team Rocket's Rocket.
That's beautiful.
And fucking the entire time, fucking James's hips were doing like this little thrust.
Is there a YouTube video with this?
It's on Instagram.
Well,
It's on
he
Instagram. Okay.
is, as they say, a flaming Moltres.
Wow.
Like, I have never been attracted attracted to James until this moment.
To
be fair, though,
you're gonna need to send that to people
people,
sometime.
people joke about that dumb line, but in that episode, he actually was the most effective he's ever been.
Right. Also,
Oh my god.
Wobba Fett is adorable.
He's cute.
Boba Fett is so
He's like a big wobbly ball of "I love you. Let me deflect all your attacks for you." Wobba Fett will take a bullet for you, and he will survive it.
Hey,
He
man.
would catch a grenade for ya.
Okay, we're getting off track here.
Yeah,
Let's
okay,
get back to the E3 presentation because aside from the Pokemon games, there was another announcement that everybody's freaking the hell out about.
Go for it.
Mainly Deimos herself. That's right. I'm talking about the Friendship Destroyer, the family the franchise that single-handedly raised the divorce rate in this country by 25%.
I would just like to say that Mario Party is the reason why my siblings and I are so close.
Amazing.
Bullshit.
Own every single fucking Mario Party game.
You see
out
see
there.
that N64 on top of the TV? You
Yes.
got him?
Yes.
Bring it.
1, 2, and 3.
Oh,
Two
Christ.
64s.
Bring it.
Also, Angel.
Bring a pair of controllers because we got two here. We're gonna rock that
Okay,
shit.
but I play as Peach. Peach is my main bitch.
Also,
That's fine.
Angel and Juan, let's not forget, we did do a Let's Play of Mario Party 10.
Yes, we briefly
did.
lost our minds on that one. That was a very bad idea.
I wanted to siphon the blood and marrow out of each and every fuck one of you.
It's the best drinking video game.
Yes.
It's better than Super Smash Bros.
Funny you should mention that, but we'll get to that later.
We'll get to
More
that in
importantly,
just a
let me put it
minute.
this way. If you take a shot every time the game screws you over in Mario Party,
We wouldn't be able to get through a single round.
you will
Okay,
need new
so
livers
the
by
way
the
I
end of the
have
day.
played Mario Party consistently against my family is
Yep.
I've accidentally won.
Bullshit.
By trying not to win. By trying to fucking lose, I have won every single time.
A
And
game
my
of
siblings are
skill,
like,
as they
"How
say."
the fuck are you winning?
A
Amazing.
game of skill.
Do it.
Well, let's talk about skill because you see, Mr. Sakurai showed up and basically said, "Never ask me for anything ever again. Here is Super Smash Bros. We put everyone who matters. But what about
Everyone's
Waluigi?" And I said, "Everyone who matters."
But it's okay. You can play Waluigi in Mario Party.
Super Mario
How?
Party, you mean?
In Super Mario Party.
yeah.
Well,
Actually, no. Watch them remove him from this game too.
Oh, no, don't say that.
I wouldn't mind because
Forever alone.
My family plays as Waluigi.
Forever alone.
I mean,
a reflection of a reflection.
Okay, so when Angel means everyone, he means everyone. You remember Mewtwo in Melee?
He's back.
He's back. You remember Snake in Brawl? He's back.
Oh, by the way,
Best announcement
What is
was we have a Link Between Worlds Zelda,
yes.
and we have Breath of the Wild Link.
And we
Yes.
got like 3 links. We got Toon Link, Young Link, and Modern Blue Link.
That's what?
iPhone Link.
Champion of Hyrule Link.
Champion of Hyrule.
Yes.
The Press
So we
PTSD
have
Veteran
3
Link is the
links.
best link.
How many Zeldas? We have the Wii Trainer.
We got, she
They
is
brought
back.
back Wolf.
Wolf is back.
Yeah.
Of course.
Who else is in Smash?
Let me
Wasn't
smash.
there an announcement for Cloud?
Cloud is in Smash.
Cloud is in
Bayonetta is in Smash. Pac-Man is in Smash.
Little Mac.
The
What?
only
Little Mac?
Final
Yes.
Fantasy 7 we got in this E3.
By the way, yes, that is the...
Salt!
We'll get to that.
Everybody's...
Salt!
Yeah, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen,
a lot of Final
no
Fantasy
FFX
salt.
on that
Somebody
one.
invited the Planet Crate.
Unfortunately, yes, no
Sorry,
FF7
Defense
announcement
here.
for this one. That being said, though, we got information of other projects for Sony and Square Enix. We'll get to those in a moment. In the meantime, though, yeah, by the way, David Hayter has been obtained to voice Snake again. So that's a nice touch.
It'll compensate for the lack of ass that that this character has.
Yeah, no, apparently, people made the bad joke of like Solid Snake of Snake having a perfectly crafted military ass in Brawl, and now in
Genetically engineered to be the
Ultimate or
perfect
Legendary?
ass.
Ultimate, unlimited, yeah.
Unlimited or Ultimate?
No,
Unlimited.
it's called Unlimited.
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 Hang on, let me find the title again.
Yeah, but go
Smash
on.
Bros. Bro, Ultimate.
Ultimate, sorry.
Ultimate Toda.
Apparently, they shrunk Snake's ass.
But that's okay. Bayonetta is there to make up for
But
the
you
lack
know
of
what?
buttocks.
That's
Yes.
okay because Shiro got Snake's ass.
To be fair, though,
So that's what happened.
Shiro... Actually, do you remember how in the
Shiro-
D&D episode they had a huge focus on Shiro
you
butts?
guys are going back to the Voltron episode that we did the week
Sorry.
before.
The point is, Snake lost ass, but Bayonetta is there, so the ass quota has been well fulfilled and surpassed. We're good to go.
enough. Okay, so we got
Also,
Bayonetta
if
too.
20 years ago I told you there is a game where you can have Mario fight Sonic, fight Pac-Man, fight Ryu, fight Mega Man, you would have called me a liar and pushed me down the stairs.
I would have smacked you first.
And I would have deserved it.
But now here we are. 20
We
years
reached
later.
that point in life. Yes.
The original Super Smash Brothers. When did that come out? 99.
Yep.
1999, I think.
And like, how many of us can remember the very first commercial?
Something's
of it?
gone wrong in the happy land of Nintendo.
I may be
Me and
younger
you,
than you guys, but
and
I do
you and me.
remember it.
So happy.
Then just start body slamming each other.
That was amazing.
You.
The
And you
original
with me.
Smash and the
So
first
happy
Mario Party
together.
were
When you
the
think
first
about it,
games I ever played.
that was actually a preview of what the Purge movies were going to be.
Anyways, go
Now,
on.
aside from that, we have other announcements.
Can't see me love
Oh my God,
nobody
stop.
but you.
For all my Smash!
All right.
Smash back.
Angel, continue.
So aside from that, we have a few reprints. Fortnite, the free-to-play PO, the battle player game, is coming in.
For the Switch.
We also, yeah,
wait.
but for the Switch.
Wait, Fortnite?
Fortnite. It's one of those player battleground games.
You mean the fucking game that's trying to take over the world, and there's PUBG trying to take over the world?
It's free,
These
man.
People.
To be
I'm
fair,
sorry,
though-
like, I get it. It's the hype train. I'm sorry, but this gets me pissed off with YouTubers who just
Oh yeah,
jump
no.
on that shit.
You will
and they-
never get anything besides that. That's it. That's going to happen until
That's what
the
I'm-
stars goes out. People will be playing this kind of game.
That's why I'm glad we're different from other like let's play channels that are like this bullshit. We play games that are fucking fun. We'll play games that we loved from our childhood.
We're planning on playing 15, guys.
Don't
Yes.
be don't
Not a fun game.
don't be silly, Juan. People don't watch YouTube for fun anymore.
Motherfucker, are you
It's
serious?
YouTube is the equivalent of breathing. You do it because you have to nowadays.
No,
It's like a biological function.
no, fuck
The
all.
app is coded to your fucking like your heartbeat.
People are willing to sell their organs for a couple of likes and reposts.
Coincidentally, here's my liver. How much is it worth?
Nothing.
Damn.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Angel, but if your liver can't get us remonetized, then I'm not interested.
Well,
Anyways,
it's an
Angel,
alcohol.
continue on
Continue
with
on.
Nintendo.
Aside from more POTG, we have Splatoon 2
those
getting an
people.
expansion known as the Octoling expansion when you play as the Octopus kids. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is getting an expansion called Torna, the Golden Country. I had no idea what that's about. But the one thing that I'm interested in is this brief announcement called Daemon Ex Machina. It's apparently being made by the same team of the guys that worked in Armored Core. So I saw a lot of really high-flying mech fighting action with a lot of missiles and a really stylish-looking cel-shading animation that I am genuinely looking forward to.
Nice.
We got a sweet-looking red mech.
If the guys behind Armored Core are behind
Yeah.
it, I'm interested.
I already saw the
I cracked
customization
out on
screen
Armored
and I
Core
just
on
went,
PS3.
okay, here we go. Yeah, I saw it. It's apparently more cel-shaded looking, but it looks gorgeous. I can only explain that as looking gorgeous. And there seems to be some sort of co-op element. I saw both a green mech and a red mech. So we'll see how that goes. We got Mario Party, Overcooked 2, Killer Queen Black, which appears to be another multi games. We have Octopath Traveler, which is making the waves as being a very interesting looking RPG style, where you play as different 8 characters with different skills and abilities
Wait,
that take them
8-bit
through
characters?
Octopath Traveler. The animation of the game appears to be done in sprites, but it has this really amazing turn-based combat system when the animation is sprites and 2D, but the effects are 3D. So it creates this very kaleidoscopic-esque like effect.
like more than fucking like current graphics with tiny little like 8-bit 16-bit people.
Yeah, the best way I can put it is
Brilliant.
they took the effects of now and put them with the 8-bit graphics of yesterday, and it creates it's a clash of styles that somehow works. It's the only way I can describe it.
I can dig
Nice.
that.
Yeah.
I can dig that.
Apparently, the story involves 8 different characters, each one with their own personality and special ability that actually involves interacting with the world. Like one of them being a soldier can actually use his authority to push himself around. Another one being a prostitute that ran away can essentially seduce people for items and money and so on and so forth.
That's actually clever.
It
Kinda
is
fucked up,
very
but clever.
interesting. We also have Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate for those who simply cannot get enough of the grinding.
Right.
Dragon Ball Z, Fighters Extra Fighter Fighting the Fighting.
Yes.
The
Power
Awakening.
Power Level Edition featuring Goku Black from the Super Series.
Hey.
This bizarre turn-based strategy game, Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Okay, no, Angel, you
Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle?
Yeah, they announced this
Let me
a
guess.
while
yeah,
ago.
the Mario versus those freaking
Raving
crazy-
Rabbids?
Yeah.
yeah,
From
Raving
Rayman?
Rabbids.
They announced an expansion that involves Donkey Kong in there. So now it's Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle featuring Donkey Kong from the Dong series.
Jeez.
Hollow Knight for those who enjoy the Dark Souls, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, FIFA games, Donkey Kong games, and that is pretty much everything that Nintendo announced. Honestly, aside from Smash and more Smash and some partying, Nintendo came up a little
Mario
lackluster
Party.
on this one.
It was, I was actually.
But it's solid.
It was solid, yes.
Mostly because they have the old reliables. They know people
yeah.
are going to buy this shit again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but what I really wanted to hear was something about
the new DLC pack for Breath of the Wild that's been hinted at for so long.
Sadly,
because
no
we
news
have,
on that.
Yeah, we had the Ballad of the Champions, 1 and 2, and they're releasing a new DLC pack that has nothing to do with the Champions, and they hinted about that, but they have not revealed. I was expecting that reveal for the Zelda reveal at E3, because E3 or Nintendo's always brought a Zelda reveal of some sort, be it amiibos,
Or, like, the
game,
updates
or
and-
because last E3 they released the first DLC pack.
That's right.
Breath of the Wild, right.
But
The
they-
trials
yeah.
of the something else, right? What is it called? The something trials? It was called the something trials.
Yeah.
It involves you fighting the big centaur monster dudes.
Yeah, but like there was nothing for the new DLC pack. So maybe it just isn't ready. I don't know. But I was a little disappointed with that. I'm actually more excited for Super Mario Party than I am for Smash.
I'm glad that they had at least one thing there that you like. Frankly, I found myself
I love
lackluster
Smash.
in this.
I love Mario Party, but I happen
Yeah.
to love Mario Party more just because the nostalgia of it. So I'm ready to see how the consoles and how with the Switch and everything and the TV with Joy-Cons, I'm anxious to see how that's gonna work out.
Indeed.
That's gonna
I'm
be
actually
crazy.
And I'm gonna it's because I think they said that amiibos are gonna be compatible with it too. So
How are
that's
they
gonna
gonna
be
do that?
interesting.
Dude, everything is compatible with amiibos nowadays.
True.
My
Nowadays.
toaster works with those things.
But I'm also gonna see if the Nintendo. I'm really anxious to see if the Nintendo Lab is gonna be compatible with it.
the cardboard.
The cardboard.
Yes.
Cardboard.
That's so cool.
But I
is the
want to see if
dumbest
that's
thing. I
going to be
love it.
compatible with Super Smash, because I actually really want to get the Nintendo Lab.
All right,
Yeah,
then.
it sounds like
Honestly,
fun.
I must say I am somewhat amazed how well the Switch is doing, because after the lackluster performance of the Wii and the Wii U especially, the fact that they finally got a console that manages to get the work of both home and portable
I
is
feel
nothing
like-
short of a miracle at
I
this
feel
point.
like the segue between the Wii, Wii U, and Switch is them trying to figure out the logistics of how the Switch would work.
Yep.
Right.
That's
Unfortunately,
why it took so
I
long to
really
figure
wish
out.
they figured out a while ago, before I bought a Wii
Real
U.
quick, by the way, the name of the DLC was the Master Trials.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I did a quick Google search.
I'm
Now
excited.
then.
Yeah, I'm excited for
Yes,
both
I
Super
Googled.
Mario Party and Smash Bros. Ultimate, because Mario Party I'm never gonna get bored out of,
You
Yeah,
can
no,
never
it's-
get tired
It's
of it.
fun. It's
And-
Even more fun drunk.
Yes.
and Ultimate because I want to play as Wolf again.
Hey, man. For those
But
of you who love
you
Wolf,
play
congrats.
Wolf, I'll play Mewtwo. Dude, I will hit you up with that ancient Egyptian laser beam. I don't give a fuck. You
Ancient
remember
Egyptian psychic powers.
that. You remember that. I'll hit you with the power of Dan Green's voice.
Personally
You want
speaking-
some of this? You'll get it.
Kyra. Personally speaking, I find myself somewhat let down on this one. Not that I hate Smash or Party. I just don't like them as much as you guys. I'm more of a casual fan, I suppose. I was expecting
The
to
whole
get...
thing is casual.
I know, but I'm more casual than that. I am
What's your
You're
definition?
lazy.
I am
Yeah.
pleb. I am pleb tier.
Angel, what is your definition of casual?
How drunk am I?
You're pretty sober at the moment.
That's how casual I am.
God damn it.
My casual level is the equivalent of my alcohol level. But getting back on that, mostly I was hoping we finally got some news of Metroid Prime 4, which was announced a long time ago, and we have received no information whatsoever on that one.
I'm avidly looking for this clip of Jesse and James for you guys.
Okay, go ahead and look that up.
Please wait it up and put that down. Oh
Wow,
man,
this is
we're
so
gonna have to
live.
censor the shit out of this video right
No, we're
now.
not.
No, we're not.
But I digress. The point is, overall, I felt like the Nintendo Party relied a bit too much on the shock of, oh my god, more Smash! Oh my god, more Party!
They
to make
really
up for the lack of everything
They
else.
really relied on that.
Like, guys, I love Nintendo, but you gotta do more than rely on your own.
Like, what they should have
It's
done.
traditional.
You know
I
what they
suppose.
should have
And
done.
where's my Bayonetta 3 trailers?
I was about to say, I was trying to get that.
Where's
sentence
that?
out. What they should have done is like, okay, we've got Smash, we've got Super Mario Party. Here's something from one of our biggest. They should take the fact that they're exclusively working on the Bayonetta franchise
And shove it on
Nintendo
everyone's
and
face.
shove it in Microsoft and Sony's
Just
fucking
rub
face.
it in like the butt.
And say like, here is the latest trailer of Bayonetta 3.
Like, give me something, man. But no, they just kind of left me hanging there and just patiently waiting with my body at half-mast.
Pretty much.
Yep.
So let's go to Sony and see what the hell they're doing.
Sony.
In the Come on, it wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't, but it's what it lacked. So
Yeah.
I have no Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah, no,
remake.
none for you. You
None.
get no spiky hairs.
Also, they hinted at us with I guess this could also go into Square Enix's as well.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just mash Square Enix and Sony together.
yeah.
They're basically the same thing.
Yeah. They hinted a while ago for the new DLC episodes for 15, which would be episode Arden, episode Lunafreya, episode Noctis, and episode Aranea. And we got nothing!
No.
Absolutely nothing.
And now you know what I
Get
felt.
nothing.
And now you know exactly what I felt like when I
You
finished the
get
game.
nothing.
The ultimate
You-
form of despair.
Lose.
Blue balls.
Good day, sir.
Nookits!
You guys can't see it now, but Deimos is doing the best impression of the physical representation of blue balls I have ever seen. How does that, like, blue ovaries? I don't have a term for this.
Who knows what I have?
Angel, you think
I want
too
to actually
much.
capture.
I'm
this
not gonna
moment.
think
Can
too
I
much. You
take
know
a
what? It's
picture,
blue
please?
cement. There. She identifies as a concrete block of anger and
You know
frustration.
what? This is me with my Arden React pic. Just
No, in the words of Harding himself, I endure this weight for ages. Juan is taking all the pictures.
I'm
But,
taking shots
But on
at-
the subject of Square Enix,
okay, on the subject of Square Enix, they actually show something that did intrigue me because it's a project with Platinum Games. We see, like, it's called Babylon's Fall. And honestly, I have no idea what this game is about because the trailer itself, it begins with a timeline showing, like, adverts from their history of, like, monumental events, wars, and religious crises that happen. And it ends with a dude in armor that looks like he walks straight out of the Soul series, fighting a bigger dude in armor that basically walked out of the Soul series, creating a ghost arm and cutting the dude in half.
Dude,
All I saw was Babylon's Rising, and then I saw Platinum Games, and I'm like, what?
What?
oh,
Like what?
Give me something else here, man. No
no.
information. We're working on it right now. Deal with it.
So this is another collaboration between Platinum Games and Square Enix.
So it would seem.
So clearly they've learned from Nier Automata. They said,
Yeah.
like, "Hey, we work well together.
Hey, Android bots are great.
We work."
Give me more Android bots.
You mean unlike Nintendo and Sony?
We need more ass. I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna touch that territory with 1,000-foot pole. Thank you. That is a minefield I refuse to thread.
While you went up there, Davis just skipped along. You remember AJ Lee? She skipped to the ring, skipped along, and booped it on the fucking nose, and then kicked it in the dick.
I fucking punched.
No,
All right, yeah,
see,
fine. Then you punched
I'm
it
like,
on the nose
we
and
need
then
to-
skipped away. Tra-la-la-la.
I'm like, we need to have a plan of attack. Deimos is like, I have a plan. Attack!
yeah, pretty much.
Leroy!
Okay, but let's
Oh my
be
god, she
honest.
just ran into the conference.
oh my
my
god.
plan is either attack or run away. So I'm either Noctis or Prompto.
Ha!
Let's be honest here.
Alright, so continuing that, unfortunately, Square Enix didn't announce anything else that I cared about.
Besides Kingdom Hearts 3.
Besides the game
I'm not-
franchise
let's
that
be honest,
everyone in the entire
I'm not even
planet
going
is-
to mention Kingdom Hearts 3 because at that point, that game has so many
If you
trailers
don't know
out.
that Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming out this
Like,
year,
I
then
don't
you're
know.
Literally
I catch yourself right there, Davis. It's not coming out this year.
Okay, 2019.
It's coming out next year.
So-
on Jose's birthday.
Oh, yeah, by the way.
January 29th, 2019.
Congrats, Joe. Your date of birth is on the arrival of the final installment of the most autistic,
I'll get you
the most
some, pop
entrenchedly autistic
Thank
fan
you.
base in history.
What,
Anyways.
like altruistic crazy. What the heck?
This is no,
That
this,
shit insane.
this is a game that everybody has been waiting on for years
Dude.
and years and years.
like
one would say
we
they
were
waited
children
just
when we
as
discovered
long
this game.
for Incredibles 2.
Fair enough.
Oh
but
my
the difference.
god, you're right.
Think about that, guys. Incredibles 2 came out before Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh,
That
A
is-
remake of Doom that was good came out before
You
Kingdom
know-
Hearts 3.
You know,
Final Fantasy 15 came out, and it's supposedly still coming out before Kingdom Hearts 3.
You know, though, everyone would call the Kingdom Hearts 3 fans rather ardent.
Ha!
no! Stop! No! You for anyone who hasn't been figuring out since we were
Do not
recording these
cease
live
and
on-
desist.
Davis, Jose, Angel have been getting into freaking pun war. I can't pun with you guys.
See,
with this stuff.
if I stop
punning.
punning,
I can't nix the puns.
You know what? I can live with that.
Deimos, can you knocked?
You know what? I can live with that. Because unlike you, I can make more than
I'm
50.
incorrigible.
You know what? I can. You know what, Juan? I can live with this because unlike you two Choco Fox, I can make more than 15 references because there is no cloud or squall that will dampen my mood today.
You
Thank
know,
you.
one would call me
So are you telling us that right now you're feeling
Angel.
Gladio?
It's like the ocean. The Titus comes and goes.
I've lost all.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yes.
Wait, you guys are trying to do a 3-way.
One would say
You know
that I
what?
couldn't reach you like Noctis couldn't reach Luna.
You know what?
I would call that a cardinal sin,
you know
but I
what?
won't go there.
You guys suck. I have lost all hope.
Juan, it's okay. I want you to stand by me.
And the night.
Let's go. Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. Deimos is starting to cry again, and I am not wiping those tears with my mop. Let's continue
Your
on.
mop. We're doing this in my house. I'm the one with the mop.
We're on the clock, guys.
One on the clock, guys. Also,
Here, dude,
yes,
stick
I
it
do
back
have a
in
mop
hand.
inside my car. I have everything inside my car.
Oh, I felt that.
Nice.
That's
So
about-
announcing else, we got a sequel for the third-person shooter survival game, The Last of Us 2, which I gotta be honest with you, I am having some doubts about.
Yay.
Because the trailer showed Ellie fighting nothing but humans, and I'm like, what happened to the horrible, disgusting cordyceps infectation?
Oh, my hand stinks.
We're back to like Walking Dead formula.
You are now in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, we're now in Walking Dead formula. We're not
Yay.
fighting creatures. We're fighting asshole humans.
Also, half of the trailer was literally going, hey, look how lesbian the main character is.
Yay.
On one hand, I'm going, equality is good and all, but you are not trying to be subtle here. Like, wow, okay, stop. Oh, Jesus Christ, stop. They shoved that in there really hard, dude.
I want another collab.
You want to know what's stupid?
They shoved that in there hard as fuck.
Yeah.
You want to know what's really stupid?
What?
What?
The backlash about this shit, about seeing the characters making out,
It was-
is ridiculous.
it's dumb as hell.
juvenile as hell.
It's people being stupid.
There's one that's funnier though, and we'll get to it.
Oh, yes, we will. In the meantime, however,
One thing, since we were
What?
on Squeenix real quick, did anyone else notice that they're bringing back The World Ends With You?
Oh, yeah, by the way, The World Ends With You is coming back.
Hey!
Somewhere in the distance, KStorm is squeeing.
But you know
you
what?
can't
This
do
is
it.
making too much sense. I refuse to let this happen. It's time to get confused as fuck.
How?
So how about that Death Stranding trailer?
Get out.
No.
How about that movie
No, I'm
Okay.
out.
that Kojima just dropped in our laps?
Here's
Deimos, don't even.
Welcome
don't
to
even
the
bother
third
chiming
episode
in.
of the
I'm done.
Black Files. We're gonna spend the next 3 hours trying to understand what the hell we just saw.
No, we don't need to understand. We
No, because
simply-
then it'll become another movie of The Matrix.
Dude,
Nope,
that trailer was like 5 minutes of, okay, what the shit is happening? What? Why?
Gentlemen,
Stop.
we do
No.
not-
What?
Gentlemen, we do not need to try and understand this. It is a gift to us by our holy Lord and Savior Hideo Kojima.
Okay.
We are simply meant to be supplicant and grateful to his
You
great
know what?
genius.
Noctis was supposed to be grateful to the Astrials for letting him live in the royal family of Insomnia. And you know where that got him? Dead.
To be fair, though, the gods are dicks.
Stranding.
Faintly. Okay, so getting serious
up.
here. For a moment there, we get to see the fact that the little babies are basically substitute clones in case you get grabbed by those things. The gameplay,
That's what it looks like. Yeah, those monstrous invisible things.
the gameplay involves a lot of walking and delivering packages, and I saw a dude cock a rifle, so I'm guessing there's gonna be some gunplay involved in there.
And also you're fighting the elements where you literally have to stop and rip out your own toenail.
This honestly sounds a lot like Amnesia.
Yeah, except interesting.
bit.
Also,
You know how well I fared in Amnesia?
not very, I'm
I
guessing.
couldn't sleep for months.
Well, on the bright side, though, the main issue in the whole game seems to be something called the time fall, a type of rain that ages everything it touches. We see people be reduced from young people to old men in nothing but seconds just by being doused in it. And apparently,
wither to dust.
yeah, and apparently the means of protection involves strapping a clone of yourself, still a baby, to your chest while
that's
trying
what
not
that
to get
is.
eaten by what appears to be the physical representation of, like, I don't know, Anonymous or something.
So the funky fetus that's traveling with Norman Reedus
Is in fact-
just Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus' bizarre adventure
Jesus.
continues on.
Okay, along with that, this new beautiful trailer that they released also revealed 2 new characters played
Yes.
by Lindsay Wagner, aka the Bionic Woman,
Ho ho.
and Lea Seydoux, who, if anyone knows, I've been into the Daniel Craig James Bond movies. She was his Bond girl in Spectre. All right.
I love Spectre.
Spectre was
the
pretty cool.
fucking theme song "Writings on the Wall" is the
Oh.
hands down best theme song in the entire wall.
It is.
Or in the entire world.
It's heartbreaking and it's
But if you
empowering
think about
too.
it, it also fits fine.
It's powerful,
15,
it's emotional,
gosh.
it's significant,
Yes.
and it has tentacle hentai. What is there to love?
It all.
No, I will not break your fall.
Would you break my fall?
But
Stop, you're
anyways,
making too much sense.
Please stop. At least it's comprehensible that the shit Death Stranding's putting out.
No, it refuses to.
I wanna feel love.
Listen, Angel,
run through
I'm
my
not saying no
heart.
to what Kojima's
Tell
giving
me,
us,
is
but right now
this
we're
where
looking
I
at a
give
Rubik's
it
Cube with no
all
matching
up?
colored sides.
I'm not saying no to what Kojima is saying. I'm saying
I
what?
have to risk
exactly.
it
I'm just saying what?
What?
What is
Who?
happening?
Where?
The
Why?
writings
How?
on the wall.
We can only wait and see. Nice musical accompaniment, by the way. Very
Thank
nice.
Thank you.
We need the violins in the back.
I mean, I have the song. We can literally.
I got
play.
Tentacles
We're
in my
good.
ass.
Oh, dude.
Hentai is
He's talking
from
about
my past. Anyway,
So,
no, wait,
I don't think
we-
we can play it on the podcast.
Oh,
because
yes,
then
we
they'll
can.
Try to copyright.
No, no, no.
so
So
we
moving
strayed
on
too far.
from
Going
Death
back to
Stranding.
more understandable pastures, we also have a very long, extended, like 6 minutes long trailer of the new Spider-Man home, whatever the hell is it called, game.
The Spider-Man video game.
We have, I
from
think,
PS4.
hang on, I think it might be the same voice actor of Shiro voicing Spider-Man again.
Josh
Is it-
Keaton.
I'm not sure.
Hang on, I'm gonna look it up. You keep talking.
Please do.
But in
We
this
actually have some
continuity,
gameplay.
Spider-Man is older now, right?
I don't know. It
Yes,
appears to
he
be
is.
like it appears
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
like a
'cause he's-
matchup between the younger and the older. Not quite adult, not quite a teenager. Getting it.
He is.
Voiced by Josh Keaton again.
I'm looking that up.
So we have a nice bit of gameplay. Apparently, they're adapting the system from Batman Arkham Asylum,
It's-
except that it makes sense now because you're freaking Spider-Man.
It's coming in September 7th.
Yep.
For the
we
PS4
have,
exclusively.
We have an introduction of the Sinister Six. We have a nice little designs for the Shocker, Dr. Octopus, the Illusion Master,
You mean Mysterio?
Mysterio,
yes.
Light Sheet and Steel.
No.
El Rey
That's
Mysterio.
No, dude. Eddie Guerrero is like cheap.
Whoops.
No, the villain's name is actually Mysterio.
Yes, Mysterio. And we also have Mr. Negative making his video game debut.
Wow, how negative.
Extremely so. He's like more negative than I was when I started watching Voltron. That's how negative it was.
I'm not finding Josh Keaton on this. So
Well,
let me
too bad.
continue
I think
on.
it's either him or Yuri Lowenthal. Most likely it's Yuri Lowenthal. 'Cause
Most likely.
If it's not him, it's Yuri Lowenthal.
All right, but go
So we
on.
get some gameplay, some really good and fluid like web swinging mechanics. There is a particularly cool part when you jump out of the prison area after you beat the hell out of everybody in there and chase after Shocker while the entire place is exploding and falling apart around you. It looks paper smooth. It's like gliding through silk, made of fire and death. It was wonderful.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Continuing then with the Spider Moon, we also have an announcement of lots of samurai games. In fact, we got like 3 different samurai games.
Yes.
Okay, let's begin with the
Okay.
ones that did Bloodborne and the Dark Souls series are coming in with Shadows Die Twice, which involves apparently a samurai losing his arm, getting a like bio replacement, and going on a quest for revenge. It involves a lot of grappling, jumping and running around, and fighting dudes that are really big.
Wow, I didn't know Voltron was suddenly a samurai game.
It is now a samurai game.
By the way, Angel, you called it. It is Yuri Lowenthal.
Oh shit, I knew it.
Hey,
it's not Josh
Suzaku.
If it's not one, it's the other.
Spin
So yeah,
Josh Keaton was more the voice actor for the animated series, though.
Yes.
he was the one for Spectacular Spider-Man. Yes.
Yes. And
Yuri
it's
Lowenthal was the
Spider-Man.
voice actor for everybody else.
See?
Literally everybody. else.
Everybody else is everybody is Yuri Lowenthal. Everybody else is Steve Blum. Any
Everyone-
questions?
No.
The voice actors for Voltron get along with the voice actors from Final Fantasy 15.
Don't be silly.
Everybody is Yuri Lowenthal. Everybody else is Steve
Rodney
Blum.
David is not.
That's what you think.
I believe Noctis is.
That's what you think.
Okay, let me just ask you a question. Have you ever seen Robbie Damon and Josh Keaton?
Oh,
in
for
the same
goodness
room at
sake.
the same
Angel,
time?
continue on with the game.
Continuing on. So
My plan is ruined, dude.
So Shadows Die Twice, we see a bunch of mechanics similar to those of the Soul series, mainly the fact that if you die, you can come back and essentially get back to fighting immediately.
Nice.
We see the main character use his mechanical arm to grapple to locations and grapple to larger, bigger enemies. Lots of parrying, like a shit ton of parrying, and the fact that the main character brings out a sweet-looking steel umbrella to deflect attacks. They claim, according to a recent interview, that this is going to be harder than any other Souls games they ever made. I'm gonna
It's
like...
basically going to be the new Dark Souls.
I'm just gonna like wait. To be fair though, people were asking for Dark Souls in Japan for a while now. I don't know if this is going to be the same thing. We'll see.
Okay, but people were saying, was it Dark Souls, I think? There's this video game, I can't remember what it was, but people were saying that it's a really, really hard game or whatever, but that's just because of how bad it was.
I can attest to that.
That's a
because
long-
I've
Sonic
never
06?
finished it, and
That's
it
a
was
long
terrible.
line of games, Chief.
Would that be Sonic 06? Because that game sucked.
That game wasn't bad. That wasn't
No,
a game.
that's Dark
I feel
Souls.
like it was
The
Dark
first-
Souls, yeah.
The first
Okay,
Dark
yeah,
Souls
it's
game.
Dark Souls.
Oh no, it wasn't the fact that it's the fact that Dark Souls and the Dark Souls series in
Deimos, I
general
can
is
testify
brutally
to that. I
punishing.
played it many times, and I couldn't beat it.
Yeah, see, it's a horror game.
We still haven't beaten it. We got it. We got
Shit's
it in our
rough,
closet
dude.
here with the 360.
It doesn't help that it has this nasty mechanic.
Of course it's in the
Okay,
closet.
this is the thing about the Dark Souls series that, okay, veteran players don't care about this, but this is something that a new player would find daunting for this game series. Enemies can die easily, and so can you. Every attack that you make is powered by stamina. And here's the worst part though. Souls are both your currency and your experience. So you need them to buy shit and to level up shit. If you die, you drop all your souls.
That's dumb.
And you have to run all the way back to where you dropped them to get them back. And do you know what happens if you die again on the way there? You lose them permanently. Welcome back to level 0.
Okay, that actually is like early on.
That's like
RuneScape.
Yeah, no. The early parts of
I
this
just went there.
Yeah, no. The early parts of this game are basically bent over and going in
No,
dry.
that's like the early years of RuneScape.
Yeah, pretty much. It is painful as hell and
Why would
brutal
you
as
say
hell.
something so
And yet
mean?
somehow that kind of
Because
brutal
it's
old
fucking
school
true.
and yet somehow that kind of brutal
right.
old school difficulty is what has made this game so popular because people were getting tired of easy shit. So when they came in with this game ready to basically spank some people into discipline, they loved it.
But see,
So what I'm trying
Yes,
to
sir,
say is that
thank
the
you, sir.
entire
May I
fan
have another, sir?
What I'm trying to say is the entire fan base of the Dark Souls series is just BDSM all day every day.
Amazing.
Everybody's
and we can
in.
expect the same thing from this samurai game.
Supposedly we can expect that. But for what I'm saying, this game apparently relies a lot more on, like, this game has a level of agility and maneuverability that the other Souls games never had. In fact, the jump button doesn't even exist in Souls games. You know what exists is run really quickly, press X, and hope you don't fall off a hole.
Oh,
Because
you mean like
you're
what
gonna die.
happened between the old Zelda games and Breath of the Wild? when we
Kinda
got
like
our
that.
jump
We
button?
finally have a
we
jump
finally
button.
have a jump button.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing here, now the difference is now you have a grapple arm. That's it. Now, aside from that, more samurai comes in the form of Neo 2, which is a sequel to Neo 1. No shit. Now, Neo 1 is basically a Dark Souls-like with a hell of a lot more loot collecting. And this trailer had no gameplay. It simply showed a samurai-looking fellow about to be killed by demons, only to suddenly grow 2 massive Oni horns out of his head and rip them off in a massive display of glowing orange gore, and then that turned into the title screen. That's all we get.
Crazy.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, sounds cool.
How many
Looking
more
forward to
samurais
that.
do we have here?
Well, the last one is the one that I'm really looking forward to because it's the one that we saw previously. None other than the much waited for Ghosts of Tsukushima.
I am so excited.
I am genuinely
Oh my God,
looking
okay.
forward to that.
So,
Deimos is
what
losing
that?
their shit.
Yes. First off, it's history.
It appears to be based on historical events. They mentioned the Mongol invasion several times.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, this is feudal Japan. When I initially saw it, I'm just going to interject really fast. So, like I said earlier, I didn't get to watch a lot of E3 because of work and everything, so I was at home. And my sister's also back from her abroad job.
Right.
I won't mention which one, but it was really cool. She got to travel the world for a year.
Yay.
So she was back for a limited time period, so we were having a pool/drinking day, and I happened to catch that part of E3, and it happened right before the Odyssey trailer, or right after the Odyssey trailer, excuse me, and reveal. So I thought, oh, this is the new Assassin's Creed.
Samurai Creed.
The way he snuck in was very Assassin's Creed style.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, cool, this is going to take place. We're finally, because the Assassin's Creed fandom has been waiting for a feudal Japan
For a long time.
Assassin's Creed, and we got. I'm not complaining because my AA was in classical history. I wanted to go on and become an Egyptologist, but it's a very sexist career field, and racist career field.
I'm sorry to hear that,
So
Chief.
it'll be hard for me to get. So I didn't go on to get my actual master's or PhD in it. But I have my degree in classical history with more focus on Egyptology than anything else, circa the Ptolemy.
Sand will never judge you.
Origins was really, really
It was
amazing
cool.
for me. And then
When you saw this, you
I was like, oh my god, this is the new Assassin's Creed game. I'm so excited, blah, 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 blah.
And then it reveals a new
And then
title, Ghosts.
Ghosts of Tsushima. And I was like, I still want to get this game. This looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Like, they have taken whatever technology is in the PS4 and they have pushed it to their
They
limits.
really have. And the fact that, like, as a history major is super
Oh,
excited
you're gonna love
for
this,
it.
hon.
Yeah, exactly. That like I watched the entire reveal for this game.
It was
Once
so
I found out
cool.
it wasn't an Assassin's Creed game, I
You're
thought
like,
I was gonna
you
lose
know what?
interest.
I still love
no,
this.
I still love it. I want to get it. It's history based.
Interestingly, this game is being developed by Sucker Punch Studios. You may remember them as the one who did the movie or the studios.
Both.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You may remember Sucker Punch as the guys who did the infamous series, all of the games, and also the guys who did the Sly Cooper series.
Hey, I like Sly Cooper.
So expect some world building. Now, for what we saw in the trailer, we see that the fighting seems a bit more methodical. Even introducing a one-hit kill series, we see the main character strike with perfect timing to kill an enemy instantly. They also introduce a bit of a assassination mechanic, as you said, sneaking under the the floor tiles of a house to jump in and kill a bunch of people in quick succession. And more importantly, it appears that there's going to be shifting alliances, because during the trailer, the swordswoman that was with you promptly attempts to kill the person you were rescuing, claiming that he was guilty for killing somebody she cared about.
So there's an alignment mechanic?
Most likely. The main character tells the prisoner to run, and the trailer concludes in a beautiful sword duel at sunset.
I saw that.
In an area covered with red leaves as the tree sheds constantly with the blowing wind.
What are they called? Ginkgo trees.
Yes.
They're ginkgo trees.
And getting better is,
Vibrant red of the ginkgo leaf.
and while this is happening, a horde of Mongols is approaching, and they're throwing fiery arrows, so the arena is slowly catching on fire. I have never seen fire so well rendered.
Amazing.
I've never felt
It
so
looked
hard for
gorgeous. And of course, you know, when the Mongols show up, the main character who just defeated the swordswoman goes, here's your blade, get your shit together, let's go survive.
We'll deal with our shit later.
Now, allow me to take our points of the
I would
beauty
just
of
like
the
to
trailer.
say that my mic fell off my shoulder. The mic dropped after that.
Mic
just
drop.
mic drop.
That's right. I described that so good, her mic dropped, not mine.
Yeah.
Hey.
Damn.
But go
That's
on.
how good I am. Now, that being said, we gotta get serious here. We gotta talk important stuff, because this is the part where people are stupid.
Here we go.
And this is the part where people take the term of social justice and give it a bad name again.
Here we go.
See, the actual trailer itself was 11 minutes, because the first 3 minutes were a live presentation where a fellow Western-looking man in a kimono with a nice-looking straw hat sat in front of the crowd, pulled out a big-looking flute, and played a nice musical piece. Now,
I saw
No,
there's
hang
3
on,
camps
hang
for
on.
this. The first camp is, that was a nice musical piece. The second camp is, I don't care about this, show me the gameplay. Understandable. The third camp is the one that goes, how dare Sony not hire a Japanese man for this?
How dare a Westerner present this? Okay, that's the thing, though, is that people don't realize that the Japanese, the Koreans, the Hong Kong actually respect it when we respect their culture like that.
Also, I wasn't aware that learning an instrument counted as appropriation.
I know. Who knew learning the Japanese flute, which is actually very hard because
It wasn't even a
the
flute.
bamboo-
It's a specific
Yeah,
type of flute
it's
that has its own
Japanese-
name.
It's literally called the Japanese flute. It is as a flautist, it is one of the most difficult forms of flute you can learn.
Shit's
because
tough.
It's a bamboo stick.
It's a bamboo shaft.
Yeah, it's a bamboo shaft, and you have to make sure it's like playing ocarina while playing flute while playing recorder.
Jesus Christ. It is.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 And the man sat there and busted out a master performance only to get lambasted on social media.
It's like,
But then,
Isn't that? Yeah, go on.
thankfully, common sense prevailed when another poster went, that person you're talking shit to, his name is Mr. Cornelius Boots. Not only is he a professional musician, he's one of the very few, I'm talking single digits, internationally recognized masters of that instrument.
Exactly.
And if you go to his YouTube channel, you can see a video of him playing with the best player of that instrument in the world. So all of you, take your complaints and shove them into the deepest crevice of your buttocks. And do not be talking shit about Mr. Boots, because that man knows more about music in his pinky finger than these people know in their entire lives about culture, race, or appropriation
And
thereof.
yeah.
They want to know
music.
culture if it pitched them.
It is not cultural appropriation.
People don't know what that
at
means.
Respect
People don't know what
and
that means
honoring it
anymore.
By learning the craft and learning it well enough to be deemed a master.
A master.
Exactly.
There is a single digit number of people who know that instrument that well.
And there's even fewer that are Westerners.
Exactly. Also, more importantly, and also jumping into the land of common sense, Sony may be from Japan, but they're also an international company, okay? They choose to hire whoever they want to hire. You shut the hell up and enjoy the music.
Plus,
if they happen to hire the best in the world, then you pay
yeah,
a fucking respect.
but they also will go. These companies that started in Japan will go to their head CEO in Japan
And go,
say,
"Hey, man.
hey, is this okay?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, this is cool. They're really
Nice
respecting
job."
our culture. Go for it."
I fear that
These stupid motherfuckers are the same ones who are trying to drive the shit with Star Wars. They're the same ones who are trying to drive the shit going on.
I mean, for fuck's sake, like I read something similar about this like a while ago about these people giving backlash to this woman who was wearing this like
she wore a Chinese dress to prom, and somebody replied,
yeah,
and somebody went. I don't know what they said. They said like my
over
culture,
a
my
over a
culture
dress
is
for
no.
crying out loud.
I think they said, and I quote, "My culture is not like
your
prom dress," even though the one who said it was an American Chinese person. So technically, he's not Chinese. Also, when you think about it, isn't that closer to them appropriating a culture they were not born in?
Really funny fact about that. So,
Real quick, go ahead.
I have a friend.
Ridiculous.
I have a friend who is Japanese American.
Yep.
She is IRL Mikasa Ackerman, not even fucking lying.
Absol
you
Steel?
guys ever heard about her?
Yes.
She was the first person to compliment my version of Oko from Hozuki no Ritetsu.
I remember that.
Yes, which is a show about Japanese hell. It is an anime about Japanese hell. Oko is the snake demoness.
Yep. That's where you had when you had your
Yes.
eyebrows done.
Yes.
Yep.
From that.
She has no eyebrows now, by the way.
Yeah, I have
she lost them
eyebrows
all
again.
in a tragic cosplay accident.
Go on, Deimos.
But she complimented the fact that I made my juban, my kimono, my obi, everything basically.
You built
And
everything out from proper design.
Yes. And I have also been attacked on my social media for my kimonos that I have worn as Go, as Surumaru Kuninaga from Go from swimming anime, Surumaru Kuninaga from Sword Boyfriend video game, Gakupo, Oko, Tomoe from Kami-sama Kiss.
Right.
I've been attacked as all of these characters because I'm wearing traditional Japanese clothing.
Because-
Motherfucker!
Please, how dare you try to make yourself
How
beautiful?
dare I try to respect these cultures by appreciating the beauty and the simplicity of their designs that they create.
They seem to
Fuck
be on.
that
They seem
shit.
to be under this idiotic impression that somehow somebody not from the race adapting an aspect of their culture means that somehow theirs is diminished,
Yes.
which I fail to understand because last time I checked. Okay, let me put it this way: I enjoy heavy metal.
Yeah.
Heavy metal was made in this country, if I recall.
Of course.
I am not from this country.
No.
Does that mean that because I enjoy heavy metal, I am not allowed to just because I'm not born here? No. If I were to take the time and dedication to grab an electric guitar and learn to shred like Slash, does that count as cultural appropriation because I am not Slash's nationality?
I enjoy ballet. Does that mean that I'm culturally appropriating when I go to the opera to watch a ballet performance because I'm not Russian? Because
According
that's
to
where
them,
ballet
yes.
originated?
According to them, yes.
One of my favorite foods is croissants. I love that shit.
Croissants
Does that
are
mean
great.
That I'm insulting the French.
Apparently
by
you are.
eating a croissant.
Because
Apparently.
our
croissants
are shit.
The
Yeah,
point is,
I mean, like,
Yeah.
what is
But yeah,
is
no,
a
no,
French
I know what
person?
you mean.
Am I gonna have
French people attack
President
you.
Macron show up, the TIA come up on a freaking limo, walk to my house and smack me for like
How dare you.
No, how dare you stop eating my croissants and then walk
Le
off?
smack.
Is he gonna-
Okay, am I actually this
Emmanuel
is probably
Macron.
The
There we
worst
go.
part right here.
There we go.
Am I
Do
gonna
it.
Am I gonna have my dad's ancestors smack me in the face for being Russian eating traditional Polish dishes?
Oh my God.
they will come from, they will rise from their graves just to point at you and go, shame.
All right.
What are your favorite beverages?
One of my favorite beverages?
Yeah.
Any beverage.
Any beverage in
Say
the world.
something.
Okay. Pepsi.
Okay, Pepsi was
American
made
as
here
well.
in America. It was made in some freaking town. I don't fucking remember. Do you think they're gonna come up to you, smack you? How dare you drink Pepsi? You're not from fucking wherever it's bottled right now. I don't fucking know. The point is, this cultural appropriation bullshit's gotta fucking stop.
You know what I
Gotta
find?
fucking stop.
You know what I
It's
find?
Of course,
ridiculous.
but let's actually wrap it up so we can continue with the
Thank
rest
you.
of E3.
Getting back to Sony, so that was a fun. Oh, hang on. One last thing.
Uh.
I just realized there is actually one case of genuine cultural appropriation that everybody realizes because they don't know where it actually came from.
Okay.
What is it?
Malta was made in Germany. Everybody thinks it came from South America.
That's true.
There's another thing though, is that everyone thinks that Mozart is German.
No, he's not German,
No,
isn't he?
he's
From
Austrian
Was
or
he
something?
Austrian? Yeah.
He's not Austrian either.
Oh,
What
what
is
is he?
What?
Because at the time, Salzburg was its own bishop principality.
Oh.
So he's from Salzburg. He's
Salzburg.
neither
Austrian nor
German.
German.
Oh.
So fuck both of you.
Okay.
The
then.
point
We
is,
still argue over this.
in other
Like,
words,
this is ours. No, he's
Right.
ours. No, he's ours. No, he's ours.
In
Can't we
other
just say
words,
he's both?
guys,
Shut up.
guys.
people were
guys.
fucking stupid. Continuing on. Aside from that, though, really looking forward to Ghost of Tsukushima. And hopefully when it comes out, you guys can join us when we make the inevitable video where we all suck at it.
Yes.
Continuing
You're just
on.
gonna hear me scream.
Capcom has been having fun with us.
Not yet.
We're gonna
That's
get
for the
to that.
Microsoft. That's for the Microsoft. We're stealing
Okay.
Sony.
All right, go on.
Continuing on, Ghost of Tsukushima. And actually, no, that was pretty much the biggest trailers that they had to show in Sony. Let's go to Microsoft. Did I miss something? Besides the blatant Kingdom Hearts.
That's Ubi.
But yeah, I'm sorry.
Ubisoft.
I'm not going to put all of them because I forgot what Ubisoft did. You tell me.
Odyssey.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen.
You
Ladies
were
and
going
gentlemen,
off- okay,
it's
yeah.
time for Assassin's Creed, except that now it's in Greece. So
Yes.
prepare for some myths, legends, motherfucker.
Not just Greece.
Not just
What
Greece.
Greece?
It takes place
Throughout the
After
Mediterranean.
Leonidas' death.
Oh, which was an actual event.
It was an actual
So-
event. This is based off of basically after the fight of the 300.
Yep, and this is what united the
Yeah.
Greek nation,
and
the
you
city
get
states.
to fight
as
with Leonidas' broken spear.
Yep. We appear to have
Yes,
we have a
You
female
get to be
assassin
either
now.
man- You guys, you get to choose.
Prepare for glory.
You get
Go
to
on, go on.
choose whether or not to. Sorry, I'm taking this over.
No,
because
go,
I'm
go,
so
go,
fucking
David.
excited.
Go. This is
So you
great.
get
with
to
it.
take
Go
over.
for it. Have
You either
fun.
get to take over
Green light.
you get to play the game either as male or female. There's a huge
Really?
prophecy. Yes.
Huh.
You get to be a
Interesting.
huge prophecy around your character that Ubi still hasn't quite revealed
I'm so
how
happy
it
they
ties
dropped the
into
modern
it.
bad thing.
But it has to do with the death of a child.
To be fair, the origins also had to do with the death of a child.
I mean, yes.
We really gotta stop using that as a plot device. Come on, guys.
Come on. I mean, okay.
A lot of child
we had
deaths happen
Desmond.
with
We had
assassins.
Desmond as the plot line for like what 6 games.
Fair enough. Like, I'm just saying, when you go to like plot your game and you start with "and then a child got murdered," you
Yeah,
back
but
up
the
a
way
little bit.
the way they did it though, because that's how Spartans became Spartans, is that
Yeah.
they let their children die basically.
Man, we suck at this civilization thing.
That's how they got the
That's how they
strongest,
got the
because
strongest,
it wasn't just boys; it was boys and girls.
Toss that shit into snow. See what happens.
Anyways, yeah, you can align yourself with either Athens or with Sparta.
Right.
It's choose your own adventure, basically. It's not exactly assassin style because, as I said, it takes place in ancient Greece.
So you don't
and
necessarily
origins.
have that.
Yeah, you get to. It's going to be more of. What's the one?
Subterfuge and saboteur.
Yes.
Sabotage. That's the word I was looking for.
You can make yourself a merc.
Yeah.
You get to choose which relationships you have with people, so you can be gay or straight. There's a reason
We're
with
gonna get
this.
to
We're
that in
gonna
a bit.
get
To be
into
Fair
this
though,
in
back
a
then
second
there was
because
no
it's
gay or
great.
straight. There was just Spartan.
Pretty much.
That's it.
Yeah.
But go on.
But apparently, people are pretty sure that the Greeks weren't gay because they were Christians in ancient Greece.
You know that famous Christian country, Greece.
Like, guys, let me just give you a little breakdown. They didn't invent olive oil for cooking alone,
Oh, my heart. My heart buckles at the idiocy that the world presents. That being said, though, at this point, we have gotten
What
away.
fuck?
We have been going away so far from the Assassin's Creed like timeline in general. You might as well just call this game
Well,
Odyssey.
yeah, okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, it might as well. But it is a full Assassin's Creed game. You get ships again. You get to
Nice.
command the ships again.
That was one of the best parts of 4.
It really was. The only
Yo.
part of 4 that I liked. Hold on. I'm trying to.
Remind me. I don't know if this actually
So
plays
your
in.
names for it are going to be Alexios or Cassandra.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alexios.
It's
I like
Greece's
it.
golden age. I'm trying to remember exactly. I'm
do
actually on here. It's the Peloponnesian War. It takes place during the Peloponnesian War. And again, it's going to be Athens against Greece.
Well,
so this
to
is,
be-
again, the start, the fall of the 300 was the start of this war.
That's pretty good.
So that's
I
where
lo-
this takes place.
So I'm happy that we're going back to somewhat semblance of historical accuracy.
Yes.
But here's the deal, though. I play Assassin's Creed Origins, and I know that at some point in the game, reality takes a break. I know this game is going to be based on reality, but if I see Kratos just roll up to the pier and pull out his axe, I'm not going to be surprised.
I mean,
Boy.
I'm going to be...
Boy.
I'm not going to be surprised if this
That'd be
takes
funny.
a little like Olympic god, the Olympians turn to it and stuff.
Like, it doesn't have to
because
be
you've been
overt.
chosen. It literally says in the trailer, you've been chosen by the gods.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Also,
wow.
Angel, come on, man.
Hercules
You can't
much?
mix two games together.
Who puts the
Watch me.
gladiator?
Hercules.
I'm pretty
whose
sure
daring
it's Gladio.
deeds are great behavior.
No, we're not getting into that again. Your foot is in prime tickling range.
What?
No.
Don't make me. Okay, I was about to say.
But no, what
what's-
I'm trying to say.
Meg, my sweet
anyways.
little minion.
So, again, you can. It's basically more of a choose your own adventure type of game than
cool.
Assassin's
An open tale,
Creed.
huh?
Yeah. You turn the tide of the Peloponnesian War, so you can stick with history, or you can just be like, "Fuck it, I want it this way."
want
It would be nice to
Fuck
see,
off.
like,
You could
because
change
of,
history
for
in the
want
game.
of a nail that got stabbed into someone.
So I'm super excited for this game because I get to change the outcome of the Peloponnesian War if I want to.
That's cool.
Yeah. But again, Origins, we discovered what the origins of the Assassin's Creed was. So that's why this game is not really a true Assassin's Creed game, because you're not an assassin and you're not a hidden one.
You might as well call it Odyssey, honestly, and
Yeah,
just call it a day.
that's
at this
honestly
point.
what I'm just
But you
calling
know,
it, is
gotta bring the
Odyssey.
brand name. You gotta get in those buyers. Gotta get those
course.
numbers.
You know, we're getting into this whole thing with, and I'm trying to do a shitty segue, so excuse me on this one.
Shit the
We're
segue
getting-
away.
We're going into Assassin's Creed Odyssey with the Peloponnesian War between Athens and Sparta. Instead of dealing with the nation of Sparta, we're gonna get into the sons of Sparta now.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
This is where I check out. Woo!
So,
sorry about
going back to Microsoft, before that happens, allow me to say that Bethesda had 3 things to announce. First, Elder Scrolls 6 is coming, just because you weren't sick and tired of playing Elder Scrolls. Second, we found a way to like install Skyrim into your vital organ, so you'll never stop playing. And third, Doom is getting a sequel called Doom Eternal.
Yes.
My God.
So I am that, and what we see for the trailer, no gameplay, just a destroyed modern city landscape surrounded by demons and decay. And suddenly, upon a broken demon skull, a foot comes down, the camera pans away, Doom guy loads his shotgun, points at the nearest demon, and that's all you need to know.
Doom
I would just
Eternal.
like to say, you can actually like hear me like check out and stuff of this podcast, and you know which parts of E3 I actually like checked into myself.
No problem.
getcha.
Now, this is my...
We got Bethesda out of the way. Blah blah blah.
Now,
we're getting into
before we
tech.
get to Microsoft, before we do that, before the good things,
Why are you dragging it out?
Why are you dragging this out?
because you need to know the fact that we're getting another Halo game. It's called Halo Infinite. I have no idea what the hell's going
I'm
on.
guessing it's like an RPG, MMO.
While
No
I'm
idea.
excited, because I didn't actually see this part because of work. While I don't want another Halo game, I might buy it just because I like owning all the Halo games. And sometimes when you just get really frustrated, it's good to have Halo because it's such a trigger-happy game.
It's a beautiful thing. And speaking of trigger happy, you guys remember that time where Luffy, Goku, Naruto fought Frieza in the middle of Tiananmen Square?
Oh my God.
By the way, a game is coming up called Jump Force, which is basically all the Shonen Jump characters smashed together.
What?
And we see Naruto standing on a skyscraper, Luffy hanging off the American flag. I'm not kidding about this.
Like Spider-Man?
Yeah, Frieza sweeping a laser to what appears to be Central Square, New York. Goku goes Super Saiyan, and you just see this.
You mean Times Square?
Yes, Times Square. I
You
am
said Tiananmen
stupid.
Square. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
Tiananmen Square, motherfucker.
Go on.
no,
And you see them
Times
just
Square.
beat the hell out of each other and just massive explosions and special effects. And do you know how that fucking trailer ends?
How?
With somebody overlooking the fight. Guess who?
Ooh.
A light. Can we get some apples?
Motherfucking hell!
I kid you not.
These guys are learning from
Light
Nintendo.
Yagami and Ryuk are just standing in a building going, yeah, this is happening now, I guess.
I can't believe Metrocon's chess match is getting a video game.
It became a video game.
Hey!
Dude.
Hey, we need to call the guys over at Team Dynamite. I think they're owed some royalties or something.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
no. It's,
hey,
no,
guys,
worse. No, it's gonna be worse. They're gonna have to pay Shonen Jump royalties now.
Oh,
You're playing our video game in real life.
Yeah.
Shit.
But enough of that shit.
But enough of
It
that.
is time for the real announcement.
Yes.
And the real reason.
Yes.
Now, as you know, recently the city of Redgrave has come under attack by some bullshit. It is time to call the experts. It is time to call the demon hunters. It is time for Devil May Cry 5. It's been 4 years. It's been 10 years since the release of Devil May Cry 4, and after something horrible that happened that everybody forgot about,
I've
Itsuno walked on stage and said, "DMC is back." Sorry.
Jesus.
Holy shit! I can't believe it. Part of me is still thinking that I'm like suffering some sort of fever dream.
It's like,
But
I
yes,
can
DMC has returned. We got Nero back, now with shorter hair and a robot arm called the Devil Breaker. Just
voiced once again by Johnny Young Bosch.
Voiced by Johnny
KStorm
Young
is trying to
Bosch.
ask us to keep it down.
Sorry, the excitement is too
Real
strong.
quick.
Sorry, guys. It is past midnight,
Oh shit, it is.
and
have work
the
in
9-year-old in the house is trying to sleep.
Apologies, we'll get this done quickly. So, whoa, shit, are you okay?
Are you okay?
You're right, Kay? Okay, she's alive. I apologize. It appears that KStorm tripped over my hype. An unfortunate side effect, but regardless, we have it back.
I'll take over from here. This was a fifth Devil May Cry game that everybody has been waiting for a decade.
10 years, man.
Go
10
on, Joe.
years since the release of DMC.
I'll be right back.
Yes.
Yes,
And
yes.
everybody was let down by the release of DMC by Ninja Theory.
Let's just say it was lukewarm at best. In the same way a lukewarm
To that myself later.
in the same way a lukewarm bowl of oatmeal will fill you. It's technically good for you, you still shouldn't eat it. But after a long time, we finally get the trailer. We are introduced to apparently a lot of information all of a sudden. The trailer invokes the idea that a giant demon tree has exploded in the middle of Red Grey City, and now we got demons running all over the place. So Nero in his band with a southern fried deep genius called Nico. That's her name, right?
Nico, yeah.
Yeah, the girl with like 1 million tattoos, who apparently is the one that makes his arms, sets in there to kick ass, take names, and tell the people in the army to cheer up, crew cut. You taking notes?
Pretty much. We don't get a lot of information from the video other than he's obviously getting some payback from someone who took his demonic arm.
Somebody stole his arm.
Somebody stole his arm.
I'm not gonna say who it is, but I'm pretty sure it was his dad. Fucking Virgil.
Very subtle, Angel.
Come on, dude. We're pretty sure it's fucking Virgil.
But anyways, and if you stuck around at the end of the trailer, a familiar face actually comes back in a motorcycle.
Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series, just riding through the city.
gonna be like, is it fucking Dante?
It's
It
fucking
is
that. Like,
Dante.
even if you don't recognize his face, the moment you hear him scream, you go, "That's Ruben Lando." Here we go. So there has been some complaining about the newer style because it seems to be more focused on the urban. Most of the fighting seems to be taking place inside the city. It appears because Capcom, for the making of this game, he told them to use the Resident Evil 7 engine, which apparently does really good face mocap because now Nero looks more like Johnny John Bosch than ever. And Dante looks more like Ruben Lando than ever before. So we got demons again, we got fighting, we got good music, we see some gameplay, and we see Nero doing the basic, like, 1, 2, 3, 4 combo with the Red Queen.
Yeah.
I don't even know what else I could possibly ask out of this. We see that the arms apparently have different functions. We see Nero make a rocket punch and ride it like a skateboard. And we see a giant demon with a mouth in its stomach eat a car and shoot it out in the form of a fireball. And yeah, honestly, I don't know what else to say. It exists. After all these years, Devil May Cry 5 is back. We finally got a sequel.
The release date is, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be next year in 2019, like sometime during
spring, most likely.
Spring, like April.
Yeah, and all I can do right now is just sit on my boat and patiently wait. I was actually really worried when this game was announced at the Microsoft conference, because for a moment I thought, oh shit, is this only going to be for the Xbox? But no, it's a world premiere, so don't worry, everybody. Even if you don't have an Xbox, you can still get the game. You're good.
Oh!
Deimos chimes in at long last.
So what other games were released for the Microsoft platform?
Actually, that was kind of pretty much it.
Shit. I
This
guess
is the last announcement. Aside from that, it was a bit of an underwhelming conference in general. There were just like 2 or 3 titles that I was really interested in. Overall, I felt like they played it a little too safe on this one. But I'm still looking forward to what they have to show me in the future. Platinum Games continues to never lose its luster.
No, of course.
Ubisoft continues to
Make shitty sports
make
games.
history.
Make beautiful assassins.
Even though I'm never gonna understand what the hell Kojima's doing with Death Stranding.
Kojima continues to be incomprehensible.
I'm very excited for the release of Devil May Cry 5 and for Kingdom Hearts 3 since it's coming out on my birthday.
By the way, guys, Kingdom Hearts 3 is a thing, just in case, every single outlet in the world wasn't screaming
You're
at you.
avoiding feeding the fans about Kingdom Hearts 3, aren't you?
Oh, make no mistake, I'm a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts. I just don't want to overhype myself. I already seen the trailers.
I would just
I've seen
like
the
to say
gameplay.
that I'm not a Kingdom Hearts fan
Folks?
at all.
Folks,
There you go.
we're forgetting one other thing that Capcom said that they're renouncing, or rather that they're bringing back.
What's
Which
that?
is-
Oh,
The
thank you for
remake.
remembering.
Of Resident Evil 2.
But used on the same engine as Resident Evil 7, we get to see Mr. Leon S. Kennedy in all his rookie cop glory, pretty much the face of what the hell's going on. The entire trailer is just him go, what? What? But yeah,
obviously the game plot's going to be the same as the regular Resident Evil 2. There's just going to be some more added stuff to it. If I'm not
hope if they can take the same fighting, like the same gameplay system of DMC4. Why am I saying? Yes, if they can take the gameplay of Devil May Cry 4.
Okay.
Okay, if they can take the gameplay system of Resident Evil 4, which quite frankly is my favorite, and bring that back, I'll be a happy customer. No complaints from me.
Okay. Now back to what I was saying. Like I'm actually excited for DMC 5. I'm excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm never gonna not enjoy Super Mario Party, and I'm excited for that game release, and of course Super Smash Bros. Unlimited.
Smash.
Ultimate.
I was also very, very underwhelmed by everyone. Even Nintendo, I was very underwhelmed over.
It was a bit of a.
Like I am a very hardcore Nintendo fan. Like I get hype over everything Nintendo releases. I was very underwhelmed by them. Again, the only games as much as I hype about Super Mario Party and Super Smash Ultimate, I'm still kind of like,
Yeah.
E3 overall. Cool, another Halo game is coming out. And although you just heard my excitement with Assassin's Creed, just cool, another Assassin's Creed is coming out.
The problem is that it was just that, nothing more besides that.
Another Assassin's Creed game. It's another Mario Party. It's another Super Smash. It's another Kingdom Hearts game. Like, no offense, Kingdom Hearts fans, but I've waited a long ass time for my games to come out too. I waited so long for a decent Zelda game to come out when Breath of the Wild got announced.
Yeah.
Like, I waited so long, so I understand. Like, you guys don't have to say like you don't understand. Like,
we do.
You don't understand. I'm kidding.
I do understand. I waited since the 90s for a decent Zelda game.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Trust me, I believe you on that. But yeah, it feels like they played it a little too safe in this conference.
They really did.
So
Everyone
not
did.
like the new titles got barely any screen time whatsoever. And whatever did was basically, hey, remember this? We're giving you more of that. You want more Elder Scrolls? We're going to give you so many Elder Scrolls, you're going to drown in them. Kind of thing. Overall, though, like I said, there's a few titles I'm looking forward to. But the ones I'm really looking forward to barely got any exposition. And what I already saw, the longest trailers were for stuff that, let's be honest, we already knew was coming.
Yeah. We already knew because Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft had already announced that they are making another to follow along with the whole ancient world theme. So I was actually expecting Rome, not Greece. So I got
Still a nice change of pace.
surprise with that one. But Ghost of
Tsukushima. Now
Ghost of
that.
I should remember that because Tokyo Ghoul. But Ghost of Tsukushima is an exciting title, I think. I'm excited for that one. But overall, again, very lackluster, very safe. I'm not a fan of this year's E3.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was actually hyped for a couple of things. You know, like I said, we got more info on Death Stranding. I will patiently wait until we get Kojima's official date of when he's going to give us his masterpiece.
When it's ready.
I've never once touched the controller for the purposes of playing Kingdom Hearts in any of the games, but I love the story. I love the franchise. I followed along. My friends have played it, and I want to see where the story goes. And
It's going to go bananas, that's why.
Yeah, we already know that.
You didn't have to play. I played it for you and told you the story.
Thank you for that, KStorm.
Because I am obsessed.
KStorm.
I have every single game released except for Coded, as that was a Japanese mobile. I own every copy with the exception of the two newest, only because I don't have a console to play them on.
For now.
For now. You will soon enough. In the meantime, thank you for that introduction, KStorm. But in all honesty, I love the story. I want to see where it goes. For those of you who didn't catch it earlier, KStorm took a little bit of a tumble. They're fine, though.
She tripped over my hype, but she's a strong lady. She can handle that.
Yes, she can do it. Yeah, in any case, you're right. It was safe, but we got some dates on some of the hype that we got out of here.
Yeah,
we got the dates for
the
DMC5.
things that I was waiting for.
You didn't get any info
I
on.
didn't get any info on.
No Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah, that was a real shame right there.
But also the fact that we don't have any real dates for the new
DLCs basically.
Yeah.
For
Episode
episode
Final
Arden,
15.
episode Arnea, episode Noctis, because apparently he's going to be fighting the Astrials in this one. Episode Luna
Oh,
Freya,
boy.
which we get more backstory on with Ravis too.
Apparently
see-
Luna Freya's getting a fucking story.
See,
Go
I can
fucking figure.
understand why the DLC wasn't there because ultimately the E3 is to announce the games itself. An expansion will not be seen for this. I think you just didn't do like they did it once for Nintendo, but that's Nintendo, so we don't know how Square Enix works with that kind of thing. They may have a different policy of maybe their idea is just announce the games, DLC can wait kind of thing.
Oh, speaking of Nintendo, I'm a little disappointed that we got no more information for Bayonetta 3.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm still
We got
watching that
that.
All we
trailer.
got is a pair of legs.
And that's all
Oh.
you're gonna get.
That being said,
I've got this.
I love you all and good night. I'm lucky I don't have a concussion as I hit my head.
Ouch.
Jesus,
Sorry about that, KStorm.
she's too strong. She'll
I
be
think
fine.
that about wraps it up.
No, I'm trying to wrap it up here. Don't worry.
Go.
And
Skull bash.
I did get the go ahead from you guys earlier. It's not related to any one particular company, but it's something that I found fun during E3. There was this event by Capcom. They had Street Fighter V out, and there was a challenge involving two professional wrestling teams. One from the WWE, you know them as the New Day. That's comprised of three dudes, Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston, going up against the Elite from the Bullet Club. That would be the current IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Kenny Omega and his buddies, the tag team of the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson. These guys have been trash talking over social media for some time, and they decided to clash and meet for the first time in person and fucking do a 3-on-3 bout of Street Fighter V. For those of you who are interested, I strongly recommend you look it up. It's not like these guys aren't like super pros, but they're good at playing it, and it's filthy casuals. It's dumb fun, and if you're fans of these wrestlers, then you'll say like, oh hey, you got to see these guys in the same room together. They didn't fight, they didn't wrestle, but this is still fun and it's competitive and whatever. You know, it was a good times are had by all. Everybody enjoyed it. Yeah, it's late as fuck. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
Really fast though, who would you guys say? I guess won E3.
I'm gonna go with Microsoft by virtue of sheer volume of trailers they release compared to the other two. Even if the majority of them are world exclusives that will go to other consoles as well, first impressions matter. And their impression, I felt, was stronger than the other two.
How about you, Deimos?
Well, everyone was like, "Oh my God, Smash!" Blah 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 blah. I would have to go with Microsoft as well, just because they had stronger titles coming out, whereas Nintendo only had Smash and Mario Party.
Let me smash, please.
Becky's Smash.
Oh my god.
Becky's a hoe.
That is a hope.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and agree with both of them. I think Microsoft won the E3 conference because like they said, they came out strong, and they came out with a video of a game title that everyone has been waiting for 10 years. And honestly, no disrespect to Nintendo, but they pretty much came close, like runner up.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to agree with you guys. I don't know what Sony really did themselves for anything. Like, yeah, we're getting Spider-Man later this year. We've got more Death Stranding, and I'm fucking hyped for
Tsukushima.
that. We got what is it called? Ghost of Tsukushima.
Confusing.
But yeah, no, Microsoft definitely gave more. They came out with more.
They had an actual presentation.
Exactly.
Also, they mentioned Rage 2, but no one cares about Rage 2. Also, something that was not announced in E3, and allow me to just plug this in. For those of you who enjoy the post-apocalyptic Kung Fu Odyssey Fist of the North Star, please make sure to check out Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise, made by the Yakuza team, to be released on October of this year.
Hey.
Awesome. All right.
You are already dead.
All right. Any final words? I'm going to start with Angel.
Honestly, yeah, not much to say. Microsoft in first place, Sony in second, Nintendo in third on that one. Hopefully they'll pick up the slack for the next one and give us something that we actually want to see. Seriously, guys, you know what we went to that con. Don't give it a sh...
All right. And Jose, last words.
All right. Oh.
That's our rabbit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, again, only a few game titles that I was excited for: Devil May Cry 5, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Super Mario Party and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I can't wait for those games to be released. Apart from that, there really wasn't much else that really grabs my interest, and I'm still trying to figure out Death Stranding.
All right.
What the hell that
I
was?
guess last
Deimos.
word to me. Really just very lackluster, very for me. There's not a lot of things that I care about. Ghost of Tsushima is we all keep saying, oh my goodness. I'm saying that all of us are super excited for. So Ghost of Tsushima, Assassin's Creed I'm excited for, Super Smash and Mario Party, basically just because of family
Super Mario
stuff.
Party.
But I'm excited for those just for my own fun times. But as a gamer, I'm more excited for Assassin's Creed and Tsushima, just because I'm excited to explore the mechanics of the new Assassin's game and the new and the Ghost of Tsushima.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. And minor shout out to a former flock of ours, Hirek the Vaperny, who managed to fly out to E3 for a couple days, and she was actually accompanied by Pelvic Gaming. They all went to E3. They had a good time. I'm glad they had fun. And just minor shout out to a former flocker of ours. And like I said, if you're into pro wrestling, or if you just want to see these guys trash talking and having fun while playing video games, that's fucking awesome. Strongly recommend that you look it up. The Elite versus the New Day in Street Fighter V at E3. There's a whole hour and a half long live stream that they did, so go ahead and look that up. And that's it. If you know which video games you're into, go ahead and look them up and enjoy it and tell us what you think. And that's going to go ahead and wrap us up on this episode of The Black Files, which is our E3 2018 review. I want to thank Deimos Cosplay for joining us here. Once again, everyone can find Deimos on Twitter, Instagram,
And Tumblr.
Just look up
Deimos Cosplay.
Yep.
And then you can also find me on Ko-Fi and on Saraha if you want to hang out with me on Saraha and leave me random mass messages.
Yep.
Both are Deimos G. G is in golf. So yeah, follow me, like me, hit me up. I am super excited for everything that's coming out and for all of my plans.
Awesome. We're definitely digging it, and we love you, Deimos, and you complete me. Whatever. I don't know. That was creepy. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm sorry. No, we can't sing that anymore.
The angst is high.
All right. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys for listening in, and thank you for supporting the Ravens Flock. So continue to follow us on Facebook.com/The Ravens Flock, Twitter.com/Ravens Flock 13, Instagram.com/The Ravens Flock online, Patreon.com/The Ravens Flock. Support the Ravens Flock. Support us. We're half independent media, half geeks having fun, all truth-seeking and being lovable nerds. And support us for as little as $1 a month and gain early access and exclusive videos, because this shit ain't free. I can tell you that from the bottom of my heart. And subscribe to us on youtube.com/The Ravens Flock, home of The Black Files, Los Amigos Play, and the main show, The Ravens Flock. Thank you very much for joining us here on the uncensored interview and review podcast of The Ravens Flock. This has been The Black Files.